Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Henry from Edukayon. Thank you so much for having us here today. I'm here to tell you a little bit. So I saw already the show of hands when Seth was speaking just a few minutes ago. So fantastic to see so many students and so many people interested in startups. And with that, let me share a little bit of what we do at Edukayon. And really, the call to action is you get it. But first, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. So this is. Let me just see. So why don't we move on to the next slide? So how many people in this room consider themselves to be Gen Z, which is age 13 to 23? Okay, majority of you. So Gen Zs are everywhere in our lives in terms of, they're not just friends and relatives, but if you're a company, they're your consumers. If you move to the next slide, you also have them at work as well. So Gen Z is a very large demographic, and what's incredibly interesting is one, there's a lot of differences in terms of attitude, in terms of aspirations, but two, just the sheer size as well. So if you go to the next slide, the question really is, when you create a product, when you join a startup, how do you win the hearts and minds of fellow Gen Z? How do you really get to understand them? Not just try to sell things at them, not just try to build things for them, but actually, how do you solve their pain points? If you go to the next slide. So this is actually, you can skip it because this is usually when I present to like a much older audience. So anyone here who's not Gen Z, unfortunately this slide is for you, which is about how well do you actually understand. So we've spent the last 5 years trying to better understand the demographic. One thing that we know is that there's 20 million of them. That's right. There's about a fifth of the population is considered Gen Z. And it makes sense. In the Philippines, roughly half the population is under the age of 23. And so this demographic is going to be the biggest driving force. If you hear anyone talk about millennials, they've missed the boat. I'm a millennial, I have white hair, we're very passive. Gen Z is where the action is. Gen Z is the consumers of today, the employees of tomorrow. So what do we know about Gen Z? Well, you guys spend about 10 hours online a day. And out of those 10 hours, I think you're spending about 4 hours on social media. So you're the first digital native demographic, the first digital native generation. And that has very wide implications because people who learn to use the internet as adults still think in a very analog way. They just look at websites or at apps in a way to make their life a little bit simpler. When you're born digital, you literally think first in terms of what is the digital internet solution. And so that's actually an amazing opportunity for you because you don't have to convince anyone about the point of going online. You see, when I talk to people in their 40s or 50s, even some people in their 30s, I'm still trying to explain why they should be online, why they should have, not just a simple Facebook account, but actually keep track of the Gen Z online. Whereas with your generation, no one has to explain that. People understand from the beginning. And that's incredibly powerful. Now, these are all the good news about the Gen Z. The bad news is, unfortunately, to be young in the Philippines today, the prospects are actually not as great as you think it could be. In fact, if you go to the next slide, this is what it looks like. You see, 2 million Filipinos turn 18 every year. 1.7 will finish high school. 900,000 will actually get into higher ed. That's you guys. 600,000 will graduate. That's right. A third of college grads in the Philippines never actually become a college grad. They're just dropouts because they weren't able to finish, because they couldn't afford it, because they picked the wrong sector. And then, of those who actually graduate, only half will find a job. And so if you go to the next slide, that actually feeds into a 30% youth unemployment. And now raise your hand if any of you want to be unemployed at graduation. Exactly. Nobody wants to be unemployed at graduation. Everyone has aspirations in terms of a career. And unfortunately, in the Philippines today, 90% of Filipinos will get left behind on the road from turning 18 to finishing education to actually finding a job. And the worst part is, people are not unemployed because there's no jobs out there. If you talk to any CEO in this country, their biggest issue is how to recruit. There are so many unfilled positions, in fact, there's probably more than 1 million right now, that the issue is not one of not there being jobs. The issue is one of matching the talent to jobs. So our perspective at Edukayon is that, we're not defeatists. We absolutely think we can change this. But for us to be able to change this, we have to change it as a group, as an ecosystem. So no individual company, no individual person can change the system, but together we can. So with that, we started off in 2015. And if you you go to the next slide, you know, we've now organically grown the last 4 years to reach more than 10 million students a year. So roughly half of all students in the Philippines use Edukayon at some point over the year. And so the key for us now is how can we actually help that audience, help that community get a better chance of building a better life for themselves. And with that, you know, our student first platform has been around for a couple of years, and we keep changing things. Actually, we're going through a rebrand as we speak, so we're quite excited about this. And then this video will tell you a little bit more about what we found in the last couple of years. Great. So I think very quickly, you know, there's 2 slides of quotes that we have from students that we spoke to. There you go. So this is our call to action for you guys. You know, you're all here today, you took time out on a Saturday because you're interested in startups, but more importantly because you're interested in solving a problem. And the problem that we're trying to solve at Edukayon is youth empowerment. It's how do you reverse that broken funnel from education to employment? How do you get students to make the right education choices, the right career choices, and upskill themselves so that they can get the opportunities that they deserve? So we're here to equip students with skills. If you go on our platform, you will find everything from senior high to college to online ed to review sectors. And if you go to the next slide, this is really a question for you guys. What can you do to empower the youth? Do you want to start a company that will upskill? Do you want to start a company that will help them find themselves? Do you want to get involved with Edukayon? You know, I will be stepping out in a second, but more than happy to give you my card and give you my details if you're interested in anything from being a writing contributor, to being a campus ambassador, to interning with us, or to spreading the word, or even applying for full-time. So with that, thank you so much. We're here to build relationships with Gen Z, but more importantly, we're here to help them to a better future. Thank you, and have a wonderful weekend.